All right, you guys, everybody's been asking me for a build breakdown on Sheela, so here's the updated build breakdown. We're gonna start with the top here. We got a Rebel style Customs cage. It's got the French-in light bar. We got the DOT glass on it. And then holding this cage on, we got Avid's titanium hardware. Super lightweight stuff, and it's strong, so it works great. So I got these cheap mirrors from eBay, and I can never find them again. I want to put a set on Scrappy. Move into the interior now. For the interior of Sheela, we've got a Packard short shifter. We got the dyno jet system still on this car, but I do have a secret. It's in the truck. We are going Mtron. Just picked it up today from Jeremy Herring. I do have a little boost gauge in here. This is a mechanical gauge. I have an electronic gauge on the dyno jet. And we had to do the drop a gear and disappear key tag for this old girl. On the glove box, we got a Juarez Performance knob. I had problems with every time I do a wheelie, the glove box would pop back open. The Juarez Performance knob fixed it all for us. On the front of Sheela, we got the Packard Wishbone wheels. You know, they got that Yamaha Y, so we had to run these. Some cheap lug nuts. So we got the Tusk Sand Lite 3210-15s. So far, I'm really enjoying these tires. I came from the Scat Track just buff tires. These are way better. On the rear here, we have another set of Packard Wishbone wheels. I think it's a 12-inch wide wheel, so they sit really wide. We got the Sandtire Unlimited Blackbirds with the number 3 scoops. So now for suspension, everybody asked me, what do you got for a setup? It is stock suspension. I just got lucky that I have a 2018 special edition, so it came with the X2 shocks. I got them set up on comfort settings still, and they work. The biggest thing, I guess, not so much suspension, but I did put wheel spacers on it. These are Dune Gear 2-inch wheel spacers. So far, they've been working great for me. One of the best purchases I made for this car was the Larue Diff. It takes a beating. I can clutch kick it, wheelie, launch it now, and it just keeps performing. I have over 5,000 miles on this Diff, which is very impressive. For axles, we're running the Demon Extremes, and they seem to last 2 seasons, and then eventually the splines inside the cup will break, or they'll crack. Now let's move over to the engine side. Okay, so here we got a catch can. It's just a basic setup. I have a vent going to the valve cover, and then I have the JTE, the big AN fitting. That's also going to this, and then it goes to the tank. Now we did just rebuild this whole engine. So she's got OEM main bearings, OEM rod bearings, Carillo rods, CP 9.5-to-1 pistons. It's got a Commetic, I think it was like an 0.5 8-inch head gasket, ARP Head Studs, a Packard ported head, and then BC valve train. We did the DLC Coated Buckets with the Shim in bucket, and BC's Stage 3 turbo cams. So far, I'm really liking this setup. The Stage 3 turbo cams, I didn't think I'd see a big difference over the Viper cams. So far, these are performing way better. So on this side of the engine, we have the Alba chain tensioner. I've always had the Albas in my car. They work great. Powder coated valve cover. The whole engine was just engine paint. I baked the engine, I baked the cylinder head, we painted them. It's holding up okay. We have the DLP alternator hiding up in the front. That's been a great alternator. I've had it since the gray car. Whoever's been a long-term subscriber definitely remembers the gray car. So here we got the K&T turbo kit. I've said this a million times before, but this kit just keeps performing. I beat the crap out of it and never have any problems. I did drop a valve and the guide broke and ended up in the turbine wheel of my 2860. So we upgraded to a 2867, and everybody always asks me, what muffler are you running? And it's a cheap Amazon $30 muffler that I welded some V-bands on and installed it. So let's go over to the other side and let's talk about the fuel system. So for the fuel system on this, I got a 255 pump in the tank. We got the Aeromotive return style setup. For injectors, I'm running IDI 1050s. The car does run on VP 110, so I don't need huge injectors, even though 1050s are a pretty good size. Back to the K&T turbo kit. They have a sick plenum here. My blow-off valve, I don't know if it's really working. It seems like around 20 pounds of boost, it'll actually make a blow-off valve sound, but anything under that, it just, you know, we get that turbo flutter, but we like that. Also on this side, we got a 2024 oil cooler on this. It's that little bit thicker one. I think that's gonna help with oil temperatures. I should get an actual oil cooler, and that'll be coming in the future, I'm sure. All right, up here on the front, we got the Heretic Studio headlights, and then I changed it out and put some tube LEDs in here. They're very bright. I barely even use my light bar. It's too bad they discontinued these, but I'm happy I got a set. And if you own a YXZ, you know the factory tie rods are super weak. So we got the Weller Racing tie rods up front, and I haven't had a problem with them since. All right, well, we got kicked out of location number 1, so we're gonna move to location number 2 and finish this. Okay, so we had to move to location number 2 and we got kicked out of the parking garage. But my big thing with this build breakdown, I wanted to show the YXZ in places it's not supposed to be. And an old gas station, this is a perfect fit. All right, you guys, it is true. We got the Mtron ECU, and she's going in Sheela. There's a lot of wiring that goes into these things. So once that's done, we can turn the boost up. We'll have anti-lag. We'll have a tune that never fails. I can go to a different location and it's gonna run the same. So I'm super excited about this. And I gotta say thank you to Jeremy Heron. He's the one that actually sold me the ECU. If you guys don't know who Jeremy is, he has one of the fastest YXZs in the world. Well, thank you guys for watching the video, and we'll catch you out on the sand.